ganito, ganyan. Okay, so, ituloy na natin ang chika. Ito kasi yun, friends. Si LENI, diba, sa DZRH, may tinanong doon. I forgot kung sino yung nagtanong. Meron kasi silang scenario questions kung ano yung gagawin mo sa ganitong scenario. Okay, ito yung scenario. Ito yung buod, Ito yung mga essentials ng scenario. Si LENI ay nasa United States for a state visit. Ngayon daw, nasa hotel daw siya. Ngayon, pinuntahan daw siya ng officials ng US State Department at ng CIA at binigyan siya ng intel report na lulusubin daw ng militia vessels ng China ang Pag-asa Island. Yun yung scenario. Binigyan siya ng intel report ng US. Ngayon, sabi ni ang tanong, ano ang kanyang step by step na gagawin as ang kanyang executive order? Oh my God. Si LENI, wala siyang executive order. Ang sinabi niya, well, bago pa mangyari yan, sisiguraduhin ko may presence, may ganito, may ganyan. But the point is, the question doesn't tell you kung ano yung ginawa mo before. Ang question is, ano ang iyong executive order regardless of whatever is the situation. Ayun, ang sinabi lang ni LENI is, i-remind daw niya ang US ng Mutual Defense Treaty na kung may aggression. Okay, i-step by step ko kung bakit mali ito si LENI. And she doesn't deserve to be the president because she doesn't know kung anong gagawin niya sa ganitong senaryo. Okay, unang-una, ikaw ay presidente ng Pilipinas. Okay? At ikaw ay kumukuha ng intel report sa US. Ano ang unang-unang gagawin mo? If presented an intel information. What do you do? Dahil United States yan, of course, parang you would trust. Pero meron kasi tayong prinsipyo. Okay? Meron tayong prinsipyo na trust but verify. Again, trust but verify. Okay, so you get this intel report. Okay? So what is the next step that you would do as president? Dahil you trust na merong impending threat, okay? As the commander-in-chief, your first order is of course towards your military, di ba? And second, dahil nasa United States ka, nasa ibang bansa ka, ang gagawin mo is to fly back immediately to the Philippines. Itutuloy mo pa yung state meeting mo? No. You fly back directly, back to the Philippines. Di ba? You fly back directly. Okay. So how would you verify? Again, you are the president of the Philippines. Because you're the president of the Philippines, you can talk directly to your counterpart in China. So, you got this intel, and then the most appropriate thing to do is to call Xi Jinping. See, I'm receiving this intel report that your country is gonna invade Pag-asa Island. Is there any truth to this? Diba? Okay. So, ang ginawa ni LENI, mananatili pa rin siya sa United States. Can you imagine, you have report that that Pag-asa Island would be invaded at ikaw, mananatili ka pa rin sa United States? And putuloy mo pa rin yung meeting mo kay Biden? Boba! Go back to your country! Diba? Parang nung pinapakinggan yung question, sabi ko, grabe naman tong question, grabe maka-throw ng shade kay Leni Robredo. Hindi ba niya naalala na ito yung issue sa kanya sa Bagyong Nina? Diba, nung December 2016, nung Bagyong Nina, nira-ravage yung Naga City. So, ang ginawa niya, nandun pa rin siya sa United States. Sabi niya, hindi siya makahanap ng ticket, pabalik. Kasi nga 5 sila. You're the vice president, di ka makahanap ng ticket? And nung tinatanong, sabi ko, oh my God, si LENI, wala siyang presence of mind. They're throwing shade at her. So, dapat ang unang mong sagot is babalik ako ng Pilipinas, di ba? And then I also trust and verify. Kasi while you are in the presidential plane, meron ka namang capacity for communication eh. You can directly okay, I wanna talk to to Xi Jinping. And of course, while you're on the plane, you are already giving orders to your departments or giving order to the AFP. Di ba? to secure pag-asa or ganyan, and then you're already activating your Department of Foreign Affairs. You might be calling already while you're on your way back to the Philippines. You're also calling your ambassador to China, the Philippine ambassador to China, and giving orders to him that please kausapin, talk to the Department of Foreign. Kasi si Leni, wala siyang sinabi. Anong executive order mo? Anong gagawin mo? What's you gonna do? Wala siyang ginawa. Sabi niya, ay hindi, kasi hindi na ako mabibigla kung mangyari yan kasi may ganito. Of course, you cannot plan everything. Diba? Ang tanong sa'yo is, if this situation happen, regardless of whatever preparation that you have done, what you would do. The first thing that you would do as Commander-in-Chief, again, and I will reiterate this, kung wala ka sa bansa mo, you would fly back immediately. You would cancel your meeting with Biden and go back immediately, then trust and verify the intel report. Diba? Trust and verify the intel report. Remember, the intel report was given to you by a foreign government. This was not given to you by your own intelligence officer in the Philippines. So trust and verify. Diba? Trust and verify. Call military intelligence in your country. Sino bang meron tayong military base. Meron pa tayo, diba? Merong South Luzon Command. Is it called South Luzon Command yun sa Palawan? Why don't you verify it from them? Connect to them immediately. Pero ginagawa mo yan while you're on your way back to the Philippines. You don't stay in the United States and continue your meeting with Biden and have photo ops. Hindi ba siya nakakalata sa question? Tawa talaga ako ng tawa. Sabi, may klaro kayo ng meeting, tapos mag-ako rin kayo ng photo ops. Never sinabi ni Leni na, I will go back to the Philippines immediately. That's your first job as president. You go back to your country immediately in the face of a crisis like this. Pero hindi niya sinabi. She didn't say it. So gusto niya, mananatili siya sa United States? Well, Western Mindanao Command, thank you, thick walls fee, di ba? So trust the intel, but verify. Again, trust, but verify. Okay? Yan ang principle sa mga intelligence report. And you are getting an intelligence report from a foreign country. Diba? So you can trust it because United States is your ally, but you have to verify it. Okay, binigay mo na lang sana yung kung yung intel report ng United States ang magro-rule lang kung ng Pilipinas, di gawin na lang nila tayong bansa nila, gawin na lang nila tayong estado nila, tapos na usapan, wala na tayong pag-uusapan dito. Diba? Pero the first thing that you have to do, Leni Robredo, if you are the president and you receive something like that, you cancel your state visit and then you go back to the Philippines. Ikaw kasi mahilig ka makipag-photo op. Yung unang-una mong gagawin, that's the first executive decision that you do. Once you receive this intel, you cancel your meeting, and then you go back to the Philippines, and while you are on the presidential plane, you are already giving orders, diba? You will you talk to Xi Jinping, you give orders to your ambassador to China, you call the Western Mindanao Command na nasa Palawan in order for them to verify, pinaghahanda mo na yung AFP, etc. Diba? Okay. Now, sabi niya dito, meron daw tayong MDT with the United States, the Mutual Defense Treaty. Girl, if you're the president of the country, you should be at least, ang dami-dami nating treaties, di ba? Ang daming agreements, etc. At least you should have mastery already of the Mutual Defense Treaty between the United States and the Philippines. Ayun na nga lang nag-iisa natin military treaty, no? Hindi mo pa alam. Nakakaloka ka, girl. Okay. Ano yung MDT? Okay, this was a Cold Era Mutual Defense Treaty between the Philippines and the United States. Ngayon, yung Mutual Defense Treaty, hindi mo yan basta-basta ma-activate. Okay? Hindi mo yan basta-basta ma-activate. Kasi, ang unang-unang prinsipyo ng Mutual Defense Treaty between the United States and the Philippines, kailangan mo nang i-resolve through peaceful means ang isang conflict. Okay. That's why, kaya nga ang sinabi ko, dapat ang unang-unang mo dapat gagawin is kausapin mo si Xi Jinping. Hoy, paring Xi Jinping, I receive an intel report that your Chinese military vessel is going to Pag-asa Island. Is there any truth to this? Because if there's any truth to this, mapipilitan kaming magpadala ng military dyan. And we don't want this to happen, di ba? You would already pursue conflict de-escalation. Ngayon, ang gusto ni Leni is conflict escalation kasi mali pa yung pagkagamit niya ng MDT, di ba? MDT, mag-activate yan pag natupad na yung mga step by step. Una, kailangan i-resolve through peaceful means ang conflict. Okay? Ikalawa, and this was discussed extensively during nung hearing ng EDCA. I think it was EDCA. Mga tanong, may senador pa nun si Bongbong, kasi Miriam nagtanong sila. Ang tanong nila, suppose a shooting war happened between China and the Philippines, kailan papasok ang United States? Not immediately. Bakit? Yun ang sagot ni, I think it was Gasmin who was being interrogated. Please fact check me. Ngayon, kailan lang mag-activate ang MDT? Of course, has to be resolved through peaceful means first. At ikalawa, dadaan pa ito sa kanilang constitutional processes. Okay? In order for the MDT to be activated. Ibig sabihin, kailangan itong magkaroon ng approval ng US Congress. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin si Joe Biden, tulungan mo kami kasi meron tayong MDT. Yeah, pero Joe Biden will have to first seek the advice, dadaan pa to sa kanilang constitutional process, diba? Kasi, if the MDT gets activated, then the United States would definitely go to war against China. That's what's gonna happen. Okay? That's what's going to happen.
Huwag kalimutang mag-iwan ng comment para sa inyong mga reaksyon. Salamat po sa patuloy na panunood dito sa ating munting channel.